students. In this video, we'll have the revision on the past continuous model answer for your booklet, English booklet, pages 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Here we have to correct the verb. He an apple all yesterday. So I'm speaking about an action that takes time in the past. So I'll say he was eating an orange all yesterday. My grandfather was telling stories all last week. The children were dancing all night yesterday. Raja was doing his homework all yesterday. She was washing her hair all evening yesterday. Sita was writing a letter for a long time yesterday. The girls were painting a picture all afternoon. Children were flying kites all last month. She was listening to me. The bee was sitting on the flower all yesterday. She was carrying an umbrella all last night. They were traveling in the same bus since 6 p.m. Tom and I were eating pizza all day yesterday. The teacher was teaching a new lesson since 7 p.m. The patient was crying with pain all yesterday. I was watching TV in the evening yesterday. They were reading books all last week. We weren't riding our bikes all yesterday. I wasn't sleeping all last week. They weren't dancing at the party in the evening yesterday. Tom and Bob weren't chopping the meat all yesterday. He wasn't taking medicines all afternoon. She wasn't studying math all day yesterday. I wasn't swimming in the pool all day yesterday. They weren't putting their clothes in the wardrobe. Here we have to make a question. They were drawing a big car. What can I use to ask about a big car? Yes, excellent. I have to use what. So I'll say, what were they drawing? I was studying English yesterday morning, so I'm speaking about time. When were you studying English? The bird was singing a beautiful song, so I'm going to ask about an action. What was the bird doing? My grandfather was working in the garden. I'm speaking about a place. Where was your grandfather working? Tom was helping his brother with his homework. So I'll say, who was Tom helping with his homework, or whom was Tom helping with his homework? My doctor was examining the patients at the hospital. So where was the doctor examining the patients? I was watching movie all last week. What were you watching all last week? Children were flying kites. Who were flying kites? Our team was winning the match. What was your team winning? Birds were chirping on the trees. Where were birds chirping? Here I have to fill in the blanks with the correct form of past continuous. Alice hurt herself while she was skating. I met my neighbor while I was walking home from work. Sally saw a friend while she was riding her bicycle along Park Street. Peter fell asleep while he was studying. Bob stepped on Jane's feet while they were dancing. I cut myself while I was shaving. Mr. and Mrs. Brown burned themselves while they were baking. Tommy had a nightmare while he was sleeping at a friend's house. Yes, they were dancing at the party. Were they dancing at the party? No, the cat wasn't playing all yesterday. Where was the cat playing all yesterday? She was drinking some coffee. What was she drinking? We were running at the park. We weren't. When I say not, so I wanted to change it into negative. So we were not running at the park, or we weren't running at the park. Mary was talking on her mobile phone. Who was talking on her mobile phone or on the mobile phone? A duck was swimming in the pond. Where was the duck swimming? Sam was writing his diary. Who was writing his diary? Is the bird singing? Was the bird singing? Yes, the cat was chasing the rat. Was the cat chasing the rat? Are Helen and David having a picnic? Were Helen and David having a picnic?